Football and basketball are two sports that are kind of cut from the same cloth. Two teams slugging it out in an oscillating, physical affair of offense versus defense, with the main goal of outscoring the other through scoring points at the opposing ends of the spectrum. Both football and basketball are being played by remarkable athletes with exceptional skills and talents. And there are some cases where these athletes had the opportunity to get their hands on these two tough sports. It's not a secret that some NBA players had quite a stellar career as a football player before they made the transition to the NBA. The notable ones were Allen Iverson and Lebron James, who played quarterback and wide receiver respectively during their high school days. But did you know that there are quite a handful of NFL players who played hoops at some point in their career? In today's video, let's have it the other way around and see who could make the big leap from the gridiron to the hardwood, as we're going to run down some of the current and former NFL players who could play and dominate in the NBA. Number 8, Julio Jones. At 6'3" and weighing in just under 230 pounds, Julio Jones has the combination of size, speed, and strength. The Atlanta Falcons' all-time leader in receiving yards certainly has what it takes to become a great NBA player. In fast-break situations in basketball, inserting Jones in the lineup gives that particular team an edge due to Jones' familiarity in receiving long passes in NFL from quarterbacks. The 7-time Pro Bowl Jones also has enough upper body strength against physical contact whenever he drives in the lane for layups or any inside attacks. On the defensive end, Jones has nimble feet and can definitely catch up with faster NBA guards with his nimble feet and quick reflexes. In addition, you can also put him on the passing lanes, as he can telegraph long passes and intercept them right away. In the NFL, Jones is already considered to be one of the greatest wide receivers in this generation at just the age of 31. Number 7, Odell Beckham Jr. Not many athletes have been successful in playing sport, but Odell Beckham Jr. says otherwise. OBJ's insane hops pulling off 360 and windmill dunks are all over the internet, and the transition to the Hoop League is certainly possible for this guy. OBJ grew up in an athletic household as his dad played football at LSU while his mom was a former track and field star. Standing only at almost 6 feet, OBJ can definitely make an impact should he decide to go to the NBA with his crazy leaping ability, agility, and unparalleled work ethic. He probably could play the 2-guard or combo guard position in the NBA, who can shoot threes and play solid D at the same time. Number 6, Rob Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski is one of the finest specimens in the world of sports today. Given his superior genetics, the Gronk can smoothly transition into the NBA without breaking a sweat. The 6'6" Buccaneer tight end can transform into a legit lockdown defender in the NBA. In this small ball era of the NBA, Gronk can perfectly fit in any team, as he can be an enforcer that can guard multiple positions with his unique skill set. For comparison's sake, you can say Gronk kind of resembles the undersized center PJ Tucker, who loves to play rough and can guard players that are smaller or larger than him. Though his shooting form looks a bit awkward as seen in some celebrity games, Gronk has the hops to throw it down whenever he wants, and with a little fine-tuning and minor adjustments here and there, I think that Gronk can succeed as a legit NBA player. Number 5, Aaron Rodgers. If there's one thing that this guy does best, then that will be hitting the right man at the right time. Arguably considered to be the GOAT of quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers could have been an NBA point guard right now if he didn't pick up a football. Though Rodgers is now at the tail end of his career, the 36-year-old former Super Bowl MVP shows no sign of slowing down. Putting him in any NBA lineup spells trouble for the opposing team, as he can throw lightning dart passes with pinpoint accuracy to any lane cutters or corner shooters. During the fast break, Rodgers is very well versed in throwing long passes, and when you translate it to the world of basketball, this simply means cherry picking for his teammate at the other side of the floor. Standing at 6'2" and weighing in at 225 pounds, Rodgers is no pushover for the opposing guards, and that type of frame can definitely withstand contacts or fouls in the NBA. Number 4, Tony Gonzalez. Often regarded as one of the greatest tight ends in American football history, Tony Gonzalez had a brief exposure to the game of basketball before he transitioned to the NFL. Gonzalez was a supreme athlete during his high school days, juggling between basketball and football at the same time when he was a senior. As a member of the California Golden Bears, Gonzalez finished his 3-year basketball career with an average of 6.4 points, 4.3 rebounds, while shooting 51% from the field. He also got selected first-team All-American while winning the MVP award playing in the Orange County and Sunset League. Judging from his YouTube clips playing hoops, Gonzalez has the strength to go up against shot blockers and has got the leaping ability to finish above the rim. His catching skills as a tight end were pretty evident too, as he can anticipate unexpected passes from tough angles, which could allow him to score buckets easily. He ended his NFL career as a 14-time Pro Bowl recipient and a Hall of Famer for the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 3. RICO gathers. Before being picked as the 217th overall by the Dallas Cowboys, RICO Gathers had a solid basketball background before he took his talents to the gridiron battlefield. During his high school days in the Riverside Academy, he was able to put up monster numbers. He averaged 19.8 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 4.4 blocks, grabbing the most outstanding player honors and the state title in the process. As a senior, he amped it up a little bit further, 22 points, 17 rebounds, 4.1 blocks, 2.1 assists, and 1.1 steals per game as he carried his team to the Class 2A championship game. After his impressive high school career, he accepted a basketball scholarship from Baylor University. As a 6'6", 285-pound power forward, Gathers led the Bears in rebounds with 11.6 while logging in almost 30 minutes per ball game. He finished his basketball career as the all-time leader in rebounds for the Bears, as well as the first player ever to grab 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds in school history. Now, with that type of basketball resume, Gathers certainly deserves to have a top spot in today's NBA, especially for those teams who are in need of some muscle down in the paint. With his rebounding prowess, Gathers can help some NBA teams win some balls with his interior presence and being a hard-nosed stud in terms of cleaning the glass. Number 2. Mo Alie-Cox. Mo Alie-Cox is another American football tight end that has some hoop genes in his body. Before signing with the Indianapolis Colts back in 2017, Alie-Cox played as the starting power forward for the VCU Rams. Though he only tallied 3.3 points per game in his first year with the Rams, the 6'6" Mo came back roaring as the energy guy in his last 3 years with the team, averaging 9.1 points, 5 rebounds, and recording almost 2 blocks a game while playing 25 minutes an outing. Alie-Cox's playstyle can be compared to Clippers' reigning Sixth Man of the Year Montrezl Harrell, who also utilizes his energy to impact the game on both ends of the floor. Just like Harrell, Alie-Cox is a tremendous rim protector, has a nose for loose balls, and engages in hustle plays. As a player who loves to throw his weight around the shaded lane, Alie-Cox became the school's all-time leader in field goal percentage with 57.4%, finished second all-time in blocks with 255, and he also played a crucial role in VCU's first ever Atlantic 10 championship. Number 1. Antonio Gates. Antonio Gates is a 6'4", 255-pound wide receiver who last played for the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers in the NFL. He finished his impressive 16-year career with the Chargers, leading the franchise in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. But before Gates took the football path, he originally played basketball at Kent State University. Playing as an undersized power forward, Gates showed a lot of potential in the collegiate ranks. He averaged 16 points, 18.1 rebounds and 2.7 assists per game in his junior season. They finished that season grabbing the Mid-American Conference Championship, which eventually turned to an NCAA tournament berth in 2002. Gates led the charge and provided clutch performances which enabled his team to reach the Elite Eight as a 10 seed. He ended his senior year with flying colours, averaging 20.6 points, 7.7 rebounds and 4.1 assists per game. Shortly after his season, the Golden Flashes honoured Gates at the highest level by retiring his number 44 jersey, making him just the 4th honoree in school history. Do you agree with me on this list of NFL players who can straight ball out in the NBA? Or did I miss someone? Let me know your thoughts about this video by leaving your comments down below.